What is up, y'all? Your boy back home from Manitoba, Winnipeg, Manitoba. As you know, this past weekend was the King and Queen of the North. And as you can see here, I did qualify for the 2026 Arnold Classic, but I got some decisions to make. And the title of this is Decisions at the End, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's talk about the recap. So, got there Friday night. Long journey there. Didn't get a whole lot of sleep. Slept a little bit on the plane, but I made it there. Went to go weigh in. I'm thinking, all right, let's go do this. I'm starving. Weighed in. We're good. I'm pulling the 242 class. Not a problem, right? But for those that know me, those that's been following me and stuff, Ivan, what's up? Welcome to the show. Y'all can hear me, right? Just want to make sure y'all can hear me. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. So the thing is, though, those that have been following me and listening to me and that kind of stuff, I got some decisions to make. I got some serious decisions to make. First thing was first, I had to go qualify first. Then we'll see what's going on. So, okay, first, the recap. Awesome event. I wish there were more pullers that would have been there, in Winnipeg. For whatever reason, they didn't show up. There were some still good matches, some good pullers there, but I thought there would have been more, but they didn't show up for whatever. Some people had work obligations. Others just didn't show up for whatever reason. But nonetheless, you only got two jobs, right? Show up, win. The rest is just details, right? So in any event, so I pulled both classes, right? I pulled the master's class, left hand, 199 and over, second place there, the Solomon Latimer. And then I also pulled the open class. Now that I wish they had more guys. There was only three of us, so, but of the three, there was a guy named Artem Motylov, Motyllov, okay, out of Ukraine, but he lives in Canada. I'm not sure what club he trains with, but he's there. And I was told, hey, trying to go and do not, go inside with them. I'm like, all right, cool. So I kept that, in my head, So when we go up there to pull my match with him the first time, try to top roll, and he clamped down and he just pretty much ended any kind of top roll I had, any kind of formation I wanted, he took away. So I'm thinking, okay. And normally when you do that kind of stuff, you kind of go, okay, I know what I can't do against him. So now I got to figure out what I can do against him. So of course, I approached the match a little differently, and all matches were in the strap, by the way. So I slipped. I said, okay, maybe I take just a little bit lower grip, not too much, but just a little bit, and then see where it goes. And when he hit, I kind of just open hand. I kind of stopped him right here. I got a little sticky point right here. So when I stopped him here, I got a good lock here. And he's driving. Then I kind of just, as I kind of souping it like this, it kind of brought him over like that. Then I kind of got the win. So I'm thinking, okay, I got an angle on him, right? So now, we're 1-1, B-side, beat Robin Wojcik. And then I came back, pulled Artem again, and I'm thinking, all right, same thing. We slipped good into the strap. I'm thinking, okay, when you beat somebody the first time, why would you change it up, right? Okay, cool. So, same thing. Took a lower slip, got in the strap, took a lower grip, playing it more, and just did a little sweeping motion and got him. So I'm thinking, all right, cool. I finally got him. I'm thinking, all right, that's felt pretty good, So, first place there. So then, and this is all on the left. Then all of a sudden, it was like, okay, well, now being that you took first, now you're eligible to pull for the overalls, which was the King of the North. So I get up there, and my first match was Solomon Latimer. Now, granted, this guy, big dude out of Saskatchewan, powerful guy, loves to press. He has some other moves too, but his money maker is that press and stuff. And I actually pulled him in the match, took second to him because his press is just lethal, right? So I'm thinking, okay, I thought I had an angle, went inside with him. I think, all right, I got something. I got a bite on him. And I feel like most of the time, not all the time, most of the time, I feel like if I can get a stop on somebody, I have a slight chance I can bring him back. I have a chance, opportunity to win, or at least make it a war. So I did that. But you got to realize in the overalls, once you win, you stay at the table. Next person comes up. So by that point, he was already doing some grinders. And so finally got him, but, hopefully, him and I talked after, and maybe we can set something up between him and I next year at this event. 1-on-1 left hand, best of 5. We'll see. I know it's a year in advance, but, you never know, right? So next match was Jimmy Finley. Awesome guy, Kudos to Jimmy out there. So I'm like, we get in there, and he got on top of my hand, and I'm here, and I go to surge. I try to drag back, not knowing I was camped out in the back of the pass, so I elbow foul. So I'm thinking, damn, so we used to have an idea about what's going on. So elbow foul on me, got the restart, and then he hit again. I went to hit, but again, when he hit me, my wrist kind of dumped like that. I didn't want to be there. So my thought was just to hold out to see if he tried to, regroup. If he tried to regroup and reset, I was going to scoop him in, but he never did. And then all of a sudden, he pressed down, my wrist went, wop, 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 wop. Bam, got the win. Good job, Jimmy, and he was excited for him, gave him a high five, hug, awesome guy, so there's that. Now comes the super match, right? So normally when you have the super matches, they're before the tournament, right? Okay. So the match between Ryan Espy and myself, my co-host on the Can-Am Connection, will be live tomorrow morning, same time, same station. So check it out, because we got some soapbox going. We got some soapbox for you, though. But that's tomorrow morning. Anyway, so Ryan and I, if you know Ryan, lost a lot of weight, looks good now, and I'm thinking, okay, now you got to understand this. Even though Ryan lost a lot of weight, he's still fast for a big guy. It didn't mean his hand lost weight. So big hand, probably should attack his hand. I thought I had an angle if I jumped into a press, but he's real quick, by the way. Strong, but he's real quick. He's quicker than people give him credit for. And I felt every one of those smashes he had. I felt every bit of them. So good on that. I did try to, grind it out a little bit, where I try to go inside, didn't work. And then I kind of like surged and kind of got on top of it. I tried to drive forward, but it seemed like he was on the back of the pad just holding for dear life. And it felt like I was pulling Crazy George, who I never pulled before, but it kind of felt like that. I kept driving. It just would not go down. And, he was holding on for dear life. And then once I kind of let up for a second to kind of re-go again, he smacked me over. So long story short, Espy wins 3-0. Congratulations, my friend. Well deserved. Now, the second part of this video, decisions, right? I got some decisions to make. So now that I qualify for the Arnold, here's the deal. Here's my dilemma. And I don't know when one day I wake up, I'll say I'm going to go this way. Next day I wake up, say if I qualify, I'm going to go that way. So here's my dilemma. So as you know, the Arnold's takes place the first weekend in March, right? We all know that. Columbus, Ohio. I've been there before. I went in 2019, and that was back when it was all right-handed. That was back. I think that was the last time they had the 199 and over class. So with the new regime, high five guys, those guys, they offer a master's class. Ooh, awesome. I qualify for that. They offer the left-hand class. Ooh, awesome. Qualify for that. Left-hand open. Now, here's the problem, though. I also want to do the IFA Nationals, which is the following month in Dayton, Ohio. So you see my issue here? So I cannot afford to go to Ohio back-to-back months. Columbus, Ohio for Arnold's, Dayton, Ohio for Nationals. I can't do both. It'd be awesome if I could, but I can't. I don't know what to do, because now I'm sitting up here saying to myself, once you get to a certain part in your arm wrestling career or whatever, you want to look back and go, okay, what is your legacy, right? Now, I've been in Nationals before. Podium, took third one year, 2017. Yes, Masters. Let me go and clarify that for everybody gets all bent out of shape. Yes, Masters, 2017, took third. I've been to IFA Worlds before. Masters, second place. Although I do want to go back because I felt that year, 2021, was more – it felt more like a national than a world because we were right in the middle of the pandemic, people, So I want to go back because now that everyone's available to travel and stuff, there are more people, more countries involved, I'm making all right. So I want to kind of redo that, And as you know, next year's IFA Worlds, Tokyo, Japan, I'm thinking, all right, cool. That sounds good. But the only way I'm going to make it to Worlds, is I have to go to that path where it goes to Nationals. What do? I don't know. However, I look on this side and go, man, I want to go back to the Arnold. Having an Arnold title, would do me some good, right? For my accolades. I would love that because now do I get one chance? I get two opportunities. I get two cracks at it. I can sit there and go to master's class. Okay. I can have a crack at the 242 open class, both left-handed. Okay. So I get two options, right? Do I go there and go, ooh, I get two cracks at that. Maybe I can go ahead and make some noise. Maybe I can solidify and get that Arnold title. Prestige to me. Or come over here and go, man, I don't have a national title. I can go there. Here's the funny part, though. I got a good chance of winning that national because by the time nationals comes around, I'll be 50 years old. Yes, 48, 49, 50. Yes, I'll be 50 by February. So by the time nationals rolls around, as weird as this may sound, I've said it before, I can go ahead and compete in the Grand Masters. That's fucking strange, but nonetheless, it's the truth, right? So I can go there and kind of go, if I really wanted to, I can go Open, Masters, Grand Masters at the IFA Nationals in Dayton, Ohio. You see my dilemma? I can potentially pull 3 classes there. Dayton, Ohio. I can go ahead and I'll qualify for the 2 classes there. Columbus, Ohio. Arnold, IFA. You see my dilemma. Don't know what to do. Like I said, 1 minute I'm this way, next minute I'm that way. I don't know. I really don't know. So I'm gonna be pondering big time about this. But if I do want to go to Arnold, I should probably make a decision pretty soon because I know once you get over 3,500 athletes there, and not counting spectators, hotels can fill up pretty darn quick. So I need to make a decision pretty soon, sooner rather than later. But that's my dilemma, folks. But other than that, I had a great time in Canada. Love going to Winnipeg. Manitoba is my adopted second home. They treat me so well over there, and the people are awesome. They want me to come back. I would love to go back, So that's where I'm at. So, yeah. Super match went down 3-0 to Ryan Espy. The honor qualifier, second place. Masters to the big man, Mr. Solomon Latimer, and then first place open class left hand, 242. So that's where we're at, boys and girls. So yeah, got a lot to think about. We'll see what happens. However, tomorrow, don't forget to tune in to the Can-Am Connection because we're back, baby. We didn't have a show last week, but we're back though, and there's some soapbox for you, so you might want to tune in. Until then, everybody, enjoy your magnificent Monday, and we'll see y'all soon. It's good to be home. But yes, we'll see y'all tomorrow.